Hey, it is MBT Sky, and you are on my daily love readings channel, and we're looking at what's going on with him and her today, and what the focus is with him and her today. So let's see. Please keep in mind this is general readings. Pay attention to the fact that right now we are still in the sign of Aquarius, so that Aquarius energy still floats through, even if you are not an Aquarius. Alright, so let's see. What is the focus today for him and her? Oh my goodness. Drastic changes. The tower comes down. There's drastic change that is the focus. So there may be some relationships or some people that are together that are experiencing drastic change. And this drastic change could be an energy of bringing two individuals together, or the drastic change could be a separation. So let's go see what else it's talking about. Let's see what he got to say about drastic change in the energies. Also, just for the hell of it, today, to give you, this is talking about a Mars energy. So this is somebody, this is an energy that can be between March 21st and 4/20, or 10/21 and 11/20. Usually, depending on what system you're using, time is not really associated. So, there may be some things that's going on that may not happen as you expected within a relationship also. So let's see what he's talking about. The lovers. Alright, so this is this twin energy, like-minded, like-hearted, all that good stuff. And then you have this Knight of Swords energy that comes up, and this is coming up in the feminine principle. So when you're talking about the lovers, you're talking about a Gemini energy, and when you're talking about the Knight of Swords, you are talking about like double air Gemini energy also. So this could be a focus on a Gemini energy, a twin flame energy. This masculine is probably very in love with his feminine, even though the feminine may, chase after other things, or be interested in other things, or communicate about being interested in other things. And this may be where the drastic change is coming in. Now, let me see what's going on in the masculine's energy. Well, thank you. Let's see what it is. Alright, so this is coming out in reverse. Usually I don't like to read reverses, but this has been going on for a couple of days, so I'm just let it be there. So, first off, this masculine energy, there is a lack of finance and material, or may have been, and this may cause drastic change within the relationship, which may cause this feminine principle to chase after other things. This is definitely not, this is not what I would call cool, but this is how it's coming down, right? And then we have this Three of Pentacles here. So when you're dealing with this Three of Pentacles, this is talking about working together, building, everybody understanding their importance in a relationship. And this is something that this feminine principle within this particular relationship is not understanding. So if the masculine, if you're in this, if you resonate, if you're a masculine in a relationship right now, and you have this, this feeling of, this is my twin, this is my everything, this is my all, but right now I cannot financially give to her what she wants, or give her the materials that she wants, and it's creating this drastic change or separation within a relationship where she's running off to someone because she's not able to understand that this same amount of energy that's being used to chase after everything else is the same type of energy that can be used to build with him and create and flip this lack into something more. So, I really wasn't expecting this. I was expecting one of those like lovey-dovey kind of things to come down, but it didn't. So I'm gonna respect that. Let's see what's going on with how he's feeling about his feminine right now, his twin. So we got this Seven of Pentacles energy that comes in. And so this masculine is like, listen, check this good shit out. Excuse my language, because this is an energy that's like, ugh, when it comes to relationships. He like, listen, I done invested, I done put time, energy, effort, money, anything that he's able to provide or give, whether it's not as much or plenty, into the particular relationship, with the hopes that the relationship would grow and magnify and bring forth something fruitful. And this is causing an agitation. Now we got this moon energy here. She knows her masculine very well. But what she's chasing after, it still brings this unknown, unclear kind of energy to the situation. When you're dealing with this moon energy, understand that it's not always clear. She's not even sure why she's going in the opposite direction. This is mostly material, and what she thinks she's chasing is a better emotional endeavor, and that's not necessarily true. So when you look at how this, even though you may not be able to see it, but when you look at how this card comes down, the motorcycle is coming towards the darker end of the moon. So she's like, listen, I'm willing to go into the unknown aspects of reality and it not be clear emotionally, spiritually, physically, to get to this lighter purpose, right? But this is at the risk of the fact that she's willing to kind of walk away from the masculine after the masculine has invested plenty emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, energetically, and he may be experiencing a little down moment here. So let's look at, well, thank you. This card came out, I already called it out. So let's look. So this underlying issue is the death and the rebirth. And so in this is more so going to be a discussion of a relationship that's separating. And if you resonate, then you understand this masculine is taking it extremely hard, and that's okay, because in all honesty, he literally did invest in his feminine principle. And when this separates, it's like a drastic, and everything's at an end, and it's an emotion and a feeling and a connection that's been disconnected. All isn't going to end, but he's not, he's emotional about it. So this foundation for her is judgment, renewal, a new start, a new process, a new experience that he may not be able to provide for her right now. I'm gonna throw down another card because I kind of find this interesting, and this still comes in on the darker side. So I'm gonna throw down another card to see, really, like, seriously. All right, so let's see. The Page of Swords. So this is a lot of air energy. This is, thoughts. The way this feminine principle in this particular relationship thinks, speaks, and expresses herself is going to be constant. So it would be necessary for this masculine to deal with this, to kind of deal with this disruption in the energy. She's steadily facing in the opposite direction. She's steadily interested in something else. And this is, what's causing this Five of Swords. And this Five of Swords is coming, it brings stress, aggravation, but it puts him in this particular position of, it could get a little bit violent, and a little bit aggressive, because of all of the time, energy, space, money, emotion that he has invested in this particular relationship. And this is where she kind of brings her into this childish energy. How she separates from the situation really can determine the vibration, and it may have been an abrupt separation, and a separation that's not properly, the connection and the disconnect is not the same. So, right. And so this is what's throwing this balance off. The Two of Pentacles. His Pentacles is down right now. So his physical reality, as far as his money, finances, possessions, his earnings, things like that, he may be a little bit down, and that's okay. She's not understanding that, and so it's like, okay, so when everything comes out of balance for me, or for him, let's say, now she wants to walk away. And that's the energy, and that's how he's feeling. And this is what's causing this. That's what may be causing aggression, arguments, conflicts, in a particular relationship. And this is something that the feminine principle should think about when it comes to that, right? That's what she should think about. You can separate and have drastic changes and upheavals that cannot be controlled. The masculine energy has to understand that no matter what he does at this point, he cannot control this particular change. He has to build within himself and be all right with himself, except that the situation may not work right now. That does not mean forever. But in order for this to work, he has to be willing to allow her to go and explore. And during that allowance, he has to accept the fact that during her time of exploring the unknown realms outside of their relationship, that she may not return, and that's okay too. So let's see. The Ace of Wands and the Chariot. Yeah, this is a feminine principle that's trying to understand different aspects of reality, experience different aspects of reality, travel somewhere else, be around other types of people and things of that nature. And this masculine principle, in that, how does he relieve himself from this stress and anxiety? He gets within himself. He becomes more creative within himself. He starts to build for himself. Ideas flow to him for himself. And he will see that his Ace of Pentacles will flip right back up. His Two of Pentacles will flip, and he will gain from the upheaval. So he just has to be patient with it, and he has to understand that. And he will be a little bit more reluctant to invest in relationships for quite some time. And that's okay too. He'll just be a little bit more, mindful of how he connects to his feminine principle. So anyway, this is today's reading, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are able to balance it out and stable it out and pull it together, and have a greater understanding of both aspects, so that if there is a relationship that's dealing with an upheaval and drastic changes, that is done in a manner that's not super duper destructive to the masculine principle. Because as a feminine principle, or even as a masculine principle, if you have to separate from a situation for whatever reasons it may be, you still have to keep in mind that there was and is a particular type of connection with the masculine principle. And so with that, you have to do it with care. So anyway, talk to you later. Smooches and deuces. Be good.